The new Palworld update made it easier than ever to get alpha pals, and I'm going to show you guys the fastest way to get these OP new additions. Now, obviously, alpha pals have kind of been in the game for a while. However, they have just added a small chance. They didn't specify the chance. I assume it's somewhere around like 1, 2, 3%, which isn't that low if you think about it, that alpha pals will actually come from an egg. So if you guys don't know what alpha pals are, they're actually bigger than most pals. They are the kind that are in the dungeons or the end of the like tower bosses, all that kind of stuff. The bigger pals that are way more powerful, and usually they have some special attributes, usually at the bottom right of their screen, just like this guy, or the bottom left. He has a bunch of passive skills. I don't think this pal is an alpha, I just caught him normally, but a ton of the alpha pals are obtained through dungeon catching or boss catching, stuff like that. They have special attributes, but the new best way to going to get these pals is going to be through breeding and eggs. Now, breeding is a costly time thing. It takes forever. Nobody really knows like the best way to do it. There's some guides online, but in my opinion, I just never got into it because it takes so long, and I don't feel like doing my Albert algebra 10 homework trying to breed pals in Palworld. So instead, I'm going to show you guys the fastest way to get all of these eggs with the chance of getting a really good dragon alpha pal. Now, I'm going to show you guys where we are on the map. I TP'd right here, the Fisherman's Point, this little village down here that sells ammo and that kind of stuff, and that is at chords -500, -750. And then we just went ahead and flew over here to -570, -750. Now down here is a really nice route. I'm going to pop it up on screen a few times, and this, you can get like 20 eggs in like 10 minutes. Like, this is the fastest way to get the eggs, and there's no glitches or anything involved in them right now. They patched most of the egg glitches, but following this little route all the way up here will get you a ton of eggs super duper fast, and you can just incubate them all and get a ton of alpha pals. There's a small chance you're going to get them through the egg, and if you get all these eggs, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get one. So first of all, right here on this little hill is where you get the first one, and then you can just cross right over here to the side of the mountain. Boom, another one, and you can just go up, go 5 feet over here to this little waterfall, and there should be another one right around here. Yep, right on the edge with the water. Now that is 3 eggs in what, like 10 seconds? But there's even more up here. So we're just going to go along the left and go up on the volcano. Now remember, all of these eggs have the possibility to be the rare purple and black egg, which is actually the dragon egg. We're not really too interested in the fire eggs, even though that can get us some really good pals. We want the black and purple eggs. Now, if you look up a map, like the maps I'm going to show you guys, they can't tell you where to get certain kinds of eggs. It's actually random on every single person's world, but you can see we just got 4 eggs right there. There's a 5th one tucked in this little hole right here. I believe there is about 3 more in just this little ledge. So if you guys go on this tiny little ledge and just follow the same route I'm doing right here, you can get an absurd amount of eggs. 1 more right here. There's a chest right there that I do not want. Another egg right here. Just all along this ledge, there is like 20 eggs, 1 right here. You can kind of spot them if you're looking too hard. I'm kind of just glancing at the mounts, or at the map every once in a while that I popped up on the screen, and you can see them super easily. That is a chest right there if you want to grab. I'm not going to grab the chest, but yep, right here in the little crack here is another egg. It has been what, like 2 minutes, and look at my inventory. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten lucky with a dragon egg yet, but we have got a few of the large scorching eggs, another one right here. So this mountain, if you just get a flying pal, you can get all these eggs in just a few minutes. So we are going to move up the mountain and go to another great spot. If you guys didn't know about this, it is amazing, and you can get a dragon egg super quickly. Here is like another 4 or 5 eggs I just picked up. Unfortunately, they're all scorching eggs, but eventually we are definitely going to get a dragon egg, which is the rarest egg in the game, doing this, and it is going to hopefully give us an alpha pal, which is the entire point of this new update. The second area we want to go to after we are done collecting this horde of them, there's still some scattered here and there, but there is a huge amount right in this area where I just showed you guys, and another huge amount right over here on this little cliff. So we are just going to head right over there. You can pick up the eggs if you see them, just like this one, But like I said, it's kind of a waste of time to just pick up the one by one to go to every egg. It's way faster to just go to the areas where they are all bundled together. There is just an absurd amount of them. So after we're done collecting those, we're just going to go to the little ledge over here. Right, as we're descending, we can already see a few. There is one right over here. Now this should only take you a few minutes. Don't spend too long trying to look for one egg, because like I said, there's like a million over here. My inventory is already about to get full. If you spend too much time looking for one egg, it's kind of just a waste of time. I just picked up 3 in the span of a few seconds. Here is one more. Now we're kind of getting unlucky since there's no dragon eggs, but like I said, if we just keep collecting eggs at this rate, we will definitely get one eventually. I don't remember them being this rare. Last time I got them in just a few minutes. However, these eggs do respawn. So if you guys just sit on here AFK for a little bit after getting all of these, you can just go try again in a few minutes. But we're definitely going to get a dragon egg before we have to do this. You can see how many eggs are in this area just by me doing the same route around the mountain. If you know where to look for them, there is an absurd amount of them. We're just going to make our way across the cliff. I believe there's one more over here. Yep, across the little coastline over here, and there is so many of them. Bro, how many fire ones? Look at our inventory, it's completely full. We're going to drop a few things that we do not need to make even more room for these eggs. Oh my goodness, this is an absurd amount. There we go. We just got 3 more. We've gotten a little bit lucky with some of the scorching eggs, the large ones, but we are not looking for scorching eggs. We are looking for the dragon egg, and if we get an alpha dragon from the dragon egg, that is going to be pretty close to the best thing you can get in the game in terms of best pals. You'll get like a really good Jormuntide, maybe a Jetragon. I don't know if Jetragons are in those eggs, but you will get some really good pals in that, and obviously that is the goal for us collecting all of these eggs. Now it seems like we've kind of depleted this area. I did not expect to go through this many eggs without finding a single dragon one, so we're going to move on to a third area where we can get like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them all in a row, and I'm still just collecting eggs even as I'm saying I'm going to leave this area and get more. Holy cow. The next area we want to go to is right above this little skull of the little dinosaur that died up here, so right around the -800, -400. It's not even, we don't even need a TP, it's just a quick little trip, and there are also eggs everywhere in this position. So we're probably going to have to start throwing out some of these eggs or not even collecting them until we find a dragon one, because we already have a full inventory and it's been like, what, like 3 minutes? It's been 3 minutes of collecting. There's already a full inventory, and remember guys, you can come back to these locations and get the dragon egg if you can't find any in this run, just like the trouble I'm having in this. Like this is ridiculous. Oh wow, okay, finally, after, it's only been like 5 minutes, but after like 5 minutes of searching, I have found a huge dragon egg. Jeez, this is definitely worth it. Let's throw out some of these eggs. I got the huge dark one from beating the Bella Noir, so overall in only about 5 minutes, not including what I flew around after I got rid of those other eggs, that was probably another 5 minutes, we have gotten an entire inventory of eggs, a few large ones, a few huge ones, and finally the dragon egg, which is what we are looking for. Now remember, in the new update they made it a very low chance, they didn't specify what the chance was, but a very low chance that you will be able to get alpha pals from these eggs. Again, the alpha pals are bigger, they're stronger, they're better stats, bigger meats, like they have everything. So everybody wants an alpha pal. I'm sure there is some advantage to getting them from an egg. I'm not really too versed in like breeding and hatching and everything. I'm sure there is some advantage from getting it from an egg. So maybe you can like breed it better or pick the stats better or something along those lines. But pretty much if you go around the routes I showed you, it's a pretty basic concept, but you can pretty much guarantee yourself an alpha if you go and hatch all of these eggs, which shouldn't even take too long, especially if you change your world settings or whatever. And you're pretty much guaranteed at finding at least one of these huge dragon eggs, which if you do this enough times, since it only takes 5 minutes, you can do it a few times a day, you can get an alpha dragon pal, which would just be absurdly OP. I'm going to bow, guys. I post Palworld all the time. Let me know if you have any other methods or glitches or whatever to find these eggs better. I'm definitely going to experiment a little bit more.